Yan si Bato. Yan, sasakay.
Ano ba? Yan na.
Yan. Yan si Robin yan. Yan. Yan si Aniel. Hello. Go. Stop.
Nasa ko ang gusto nang itanong eh. Kaya nyo bang matrace kung nasa saan si Senator Bato kapag ginamit niya yung online participation?
Secret.
Well, hello. Right now, we have technologies that I cannot divulge publicly, but we have technologies to track down people, ano. And other than that, we have counterparts who already helping us also for the tracking down, not only of Senator Bato, but all other personalities who are fugitive from justice, ano.
Sige po. I-rephrase ko ang tanong ko. So, you are eagerly waiting for his online participation?
Well, as a matter of procedure sa Senate, and I'm speak not as a director but as a lawyer, I think I have to agree with the Kongsiano that you have, when you're a judge, you have to examine the behavior of a witness. Hindi, and I don't think it will be possible for somebody who's attending online hearing to see the body language, the demeanor. It's like you're profiling a witness. Kung ano ba yung behavior niya, kung ano yung mannerisms, kung ano yung nagiging actions niya during the trial when a question is being asked. Dapat siguro ganun, ano? And more than that, sinabi pa na maganda ni Kong Sia is there is a rule na I don't know if it's already been amended by the Senate. But in relation to what you're saying, sir, that I'm waiting for him to go online sa hearing, there are other ways to track him which will not compromise the process of the impeachment. Because that impeachment is, I think, in the hierarchy of importance and in rights, mas malaki yung answerability siguro sa we owe it to the people na yung impeachment should be treated with the sanctity and sacredness. But yung pag-aresto rin naman kay Senator Bato in the same vein is mabigat din, ano? So we have to strike a balance. At the end of the day, you will look at the rules and the procedure kung ano yung mas dapat natin na masunod. Yes, we want to arrest Senator Bato, but we don't want to go outside of the process. We will follow every process because that is our commitment to our mandate na yung isang aarestuhin mo should be given enough protection also as provided for by our Constitution, by the law of the land.
Director, pwede niyo siguro hindi sagutin kung makukompromise yung mga sekretong teknolohiya ng NBI. Pero yung mga kilalang tao sa mundo na wanted sa may pananagutan, Osama Bin Laden, na-trace dahil sa minsan lang niya na pag-online. Yung mga generals ng Iranian, nahulugan ng bomba within 15 to 20 minutes nang sila ay mag-online, nang mag-message sa kanilang cellphone. May ganun bang approximation tayo ng teknolohiyang hawak ang ating law enforcement agency sa Pilipinas?
We have the technologies that can assist us to locate people. But probably the problem sa Pilipinas is not much on the technology, baring hindi ganun ka-advance, but also yung terrain natin eh. Iba yung terrain talaga natin eh. And you have to recognize also the personalities that you mentioned, like Osama Bin Laden, he's being tracked for how many years before talaga siya nahanap, no? So, ang isang challenge nga talaga rito, I'll go back to what I said earlier, is Senator Bato came from the law enforcement. So, alam niya how the law enforcement will think and will work in order to track him, no? So that's maybe the challenge. But we want to arrest him without any delay. Talagang pag nakita natin siya, we will arrest him and bring him to the folds of the justice system.
Ito, saan? Sige, ito muna, ito.
Sir, since you consider Senator Bato as armed and dangerous, will you consider or recommend to PNP to revoke his firearms license or automatic niya dahil fugitive na siya mag-.
Well, they have a process na sinusunod, so we don't want to parang step on the toes of the PNP. And sila rin naman, there are law enforcement, kasama rin sila sa inorderan ng DOJ to effect the arrest. So I think they will do according to their process. Ano?
Si former PNP Chief Torre, sabi nga, willing siyang tumulong sa pag-aresto kay Senator Bato. Kung nasa MMDA area siya or utusan siya ni Presidente, ano po ang thoughts mo? Malaking tulong ba si former PNP?
Of course, everyone will be a big help. Kasi if you recall, on May 11, inunseal na ng ICC yung warrant. So it's been public already. So if it's you're a fugitive of justice at alam naman na may warrant, anybody can help to effect the arrest. And of course, the expertise of General Torre, malaking tulong yun. I heard that he's joking nga, pag nandun siya sa may ilog, pwede ko siyang arrestuin. But any one of us can effect an arrest. It is an arrest because he's a fugitive from justice. Genocide yung kaso nito. Yung mga namatay na tao, hindi na pwedeng mang-aresto. Pero tayo mga buhay pa, pwede tayo mag-aresto to bring him to the fold of justice. And if you recall, si Senator Bato, nung hindi pa siya na-aresto, he's so brave, saying na, sasama na ako, pupunta na ako sa The Hague. Ngayon, hindi ganoon yung nangyari. It's total opposite of what he is saying.
Naalala ko nung panahon ng mga kudita, tumaas ang enrollment, aplikante sa PMA. Nung panahon ng impeachments sa ating bansa, ang daming nangarap maging abogado. So parang ibinoboto ng mga kabataan yung kanilang kagustuhan sa pamamagitan ng pagsasanla ng kanilang kinabukasan. Tanong kay Director, sa ginagawa niyo bang yan, anong epekto? Marami bang nag-a-apply ngayon na maging NBI agents?
Actually, we already opened the application for NBI agents. I just like to share to everyone. Baka akala po ng marami, yung NBI napakarami namin compared to the Philippine National Police. Ang strength po ng PNP is about 250,000. Ang NBI po, sa buong Pilipinas na po, nasa 2,000 lang kami. And yung agent niyan is about 380. So we are in the process of recruitment kasi ang target po sana namin, every batch, makakuha kami ng mga at least 40 recruits. So when I came in as an NBI director, I want to improve the academy, the NBI Academy. We just opened an NBI Academy in Legazpi. So meron po tayong magiging training facilities. We have one in Baguio, but we are now renovating it. Pero what we want to do is put up a big academy. We are targeting Sana Clark, or there's a property in Tanay being donated to us 10 hectares. Yung actual talaga siya na academy, and I will also seek the help of the Congress in this one na ma-legislate din ito, something that is comparable to FBI Academy, na para talaga siyang university. So ang requirement po namin dito for those interested to apply, marami na pong nag-apply right now, is that you're a lawyer or you're a graduate of course na meron kang criminology, pwede po yan, CPA, nurse, yung po may board exam, mga board passers po. Of course, with good moral character, ganyan po. And we are recruiting nationwide para po makadagdag dun sa complement po namin. Sana nga po maraming maging interesado. And right now, marami po nagiging interesado because I think they've been seeing right now that NBI is very visible. I will be 100 days in my office on June 3, and I'd like to report na we have already apprehended and leading to prosecution and services of warrants of more than 250 cases po from the time that I assumed office in February 21. At lahat po yan, iba-ibang kaso na po yan, ranging from human trafficking, OSAIC, violation of the Dangerous Drug Act, meron din po mga kasama po financial scam, illegal gambling, halo-halo na po yan. Kaya yung po mga allegations sa NBI na puro politika yung inaasikaso, I'd just like to set this way that idea. Kasi kung titingnan nyo naman, ilan lang naman yung politically active personalities na aming nahuli. Mahirap naman po na if we're involved in some sort of politics, sasabihin natin pag hinuli ka, pinupolitika. Just like right now that we're after Senator Bato, he's a fugitive from justice. So, kailangan pong panagutan niya. Kailangan natin siyang arestuhin. Like what happened in Chicago KTV, that is a clear-cut human trafficking. Kailangan pong papanagutin yan. With Jason Shaw, we have to arrest him kasi there is a valid warrant issued by a competent court. So, rest assured that in NBI, we're just doing our mandate, not based on politics, not based on your personal belief, or not based on your preference, or kung ano mang itsura ng tao. So, ang tinitingnan po namin dito ay kung ano yung factual, kung ano yung batas na naaayon sa proseso na dapat gawin po base sa mandato ng NBI.
Director, nabanggit yung Chicago. Ano na po ang latest doon? Kasi ang potential na kaso na nabanggit nyo yun ay human trafficking. Walang piyansa yun.
Meron po kaming submission ng aming reply sa June 3 po. Tapos I think after that, wala na pong sagot yung parties po, it will be submitted for resolution. But there are other individuals that we will be filing additional cases probably next month po. Kinukumpleto lang po namin yung aming mga attachment na evidence.
Opo. So, galing po sa inyo, iniimbestigahan yung wife, yung anak, at saka yung dating politiko.
Yung wife po at saka yung anak is already been a case was already been filed with the prosecutor of Pasig. Then the other personalities, we have just finished doing the matrix kung ano yung involvement, and eventually we will file cases. Hopefully by next week, may file na po namin ito.
Next week, ipapal yung kaso.
Sana po matapos na
Ano
namin.
pong kaso ang pwedeng isang
Human
pansin?
trafficking pa rin po ang kaso.
So, based po dun sa kasong na isang pa sa human trafficking, Alice Goo, Harry Roque, noong nakaraan, walang piyansa ito.
Yes, no bail po, and we have studied it. Pasok po ito sa qualified human trafficking because if the human trafficking is done by 3 or more individuals, immediately qualified. Tapos if the human trafficking ended up in prostitution, qualified din po yun. And the prosecutor will always recommend a no bail in these cases. Very strict po yung batas natin sa human trafficking.